It is a new wrinkle in the environmental debate. Some top scientists suggesting that using solar and wind energy might not be enough to help the environment. They think we need to look to nuclear power too, and that's something that's not always popular with environmentalists. Peter Ducey is here with what the scientists are proposing. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Shannon, it's all in a letter, and the language in that letter is very strong. It's addressed to those influencing environmental policy, but opposed to nuclear power. And the argument is that without nuclear power, humanity will not be able to avoid dangerous climate change. Here's a relevant quote. While there will be no single technological silver bullet, the time has come for those who take the threat of global warming seriously to embrace the development and deployment of safer nuclear power systems as one among several technologies that will be essential to any credible effort to develop an energy system that does not rely on using the atmosphere as a waste dump. Remember, this summer in a 45-minute-long speech on climate change at Georgetown, President Obama only very briefly touched on nuclear power.
We're building the first nuclear power plants in more than 3 decades in Georgia and South Carolina. For the first time in 18 years, America's poised to produce more of our own oil than we buy from other nations.
A big part of the reason nuclear power doesn't have more support among politicians here in D.C., their constituents may be concerned.
If we have a coal mining accident, which is awful, it doesn't shut down the coal industry. And we've had oil spills that did not shut down the oil industry, as awful as they've been. But nuclear is fragile that way. It's fragile because of the politics, because the public, understandably so, is very fearful of radiation and is very fearful of anything nuclear.
Another expert, Myron Ebel, told us today that a big consideration when it comes to nuclear energy is cost. Many older nuclear plants are paid for and can produce energy inexpensively, but to build new ones, Shannon, will cost billions of dollars.